Okay, welcome to this tutorial on how to use your new website and make any changes and edits that you need to. Make sure that you go to ideahost.com. This is your website hosting address. It owns the website builder that your site was created on, and it also hosts your domain, which is your www address. You'll want to use the email that you provided me with, as well as the password, and go ahead and log in. Okay, once you're in, this is your home screen. This is what you will see every time that you log in. Please, the very first thing you're going to need to do is please go ahead and click this "Your domain isn't verified." Click that and have an email sent to you, and you can verify your account. So resend verification right there. You can go ahead and click that. To get back to that main page, click on My Sites over on the left-hand side. And here we are back at our site. Some things you may need to encounter on this main page would be My Sites, where it's going to list all of your sites that you have purchased. And then Domains is going to list all the domains that you own. So remember, the sites and domains are two different things. The domain is the www address, and your site is the site that www address takes you to. So those are kind of maybe two pages you might have to access once in a while. So back to the My Sites page. Just to give you a quick show of how easy it is to change things on your website. So if you want to change the colors, or say you change the name of whatever you want to change, say you need to change inventory, whatever you need to make any changes, click on Edit Site right here on the right-hand side. And this is going to take you to the site builder. Notice it opened a new window, so I can go back and forth between the main page and now here's my site builder. This is the site building, so I can actually drag and drop and move every item on here, okay? It's all free drag and drop. You move everything, you place everything, you do it all right here. It's kind of like a big document, just a Word document that you're just dragging and dropping stuff in, okay? So over on the left-hand side are kind of your starter buttons, what you're going to need to add each piece into your pages. So on this side, these are the elements. Each one of these little things right here, 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 everything on this page, those are all elements, okay? Like this would be a text element. This is a photograph. This is text. This is a button. That little view more thing, that's a button. This is a video. Those are all elements. So you would add those things by clicking on this element tab. See there on the left-hand side of this element tab, there's everything you can think of that you could possibly add to your page. Sometimes you're just going to have to play around with these things a little bit to get familiarized with them and what exactly they are. Keep in mind that anything you do put on the page, you can always delete, so you can't make any mistakes. It'll be okay. It can always be fixed. All of these things, all these elements are free until you get down to this Pay Now or use PayPal or checkout. Then you would have to pay for a e-commerce site, which is an additional, I believe, $6.95 a month. To have an e-commerce site where people can actually order through your site. Senegence does not allow for us distributors to have the e-commerce checkout option button. So if you're using this for a Senegence site, please do not add a cart button to your website. It is not, it's against compliance. So there's just all sorts of buttons here you can look at. Everything to add. Here's basic, how to add text. So I will show you how to do this in a minute. Here's videos. There's all sorts of stuff. So say I want to add in another paragraph of writing right here. I'm going to go to Elements, and I'm going to click on Text. And then I'm going to pick either any of these, and they're all pre-programmed. Okay, so I'm going to pick heading 2 because I know that matches this one. And I'm going to stretch it out a little bit, and then I'm going to highlight. And here this toolbar shows up, and this is all for just the text. This is just to edit the text. I'm going to click on the More button to change the color. So more options come up here. I can center it, and I'm going to change the color. These colors that show up right here go with the theme of your page, so they're good colors to use if you want to keep along the theme, the color theme of your page. So there, I just changed that heading 2 text to white, and I centered it. And then I can just click off of it if I'm done. I'm going to go in and add and click on this text again, and I'm going to add paragraph button. And here's my whole paragraph. I kind of like it centered a lot better, and I definitely like it white. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I don't really like where it's centered right now, so I'm going to move it over. So it's just drag and drop. And I also don't like the sizing of it. So I'm going to highlight it all again, and I'm going to change the size a little bit. So there we go. And I better make sure you can see all of it. So that's how you add text. And you can also change the text, the font right here. You have a whole, you have a whole bunch of different fonts. These are the ones that are with your, that go with your website theme. Or you can click on the custom, and these all also go with your theme, okay? So I don't want this anymore, so say you changed your mind, here's a little delete button. We can delete him, and we'll delete that one. So a button, just like this guy, would be in your elements, and I'm gonna add a button. Let's do that one. Say you don't like that one, that's okay, because over here there's this box that gets in the way a lot, and I apologize for that. It's a total design flaw in the program, but you can move it, you can move it to wherever you want it to be, and it will stay there, but I feel like no matter where I move it, it always gets in the way, so I just have dealt with it. So, but if I don't like the design of this whole button, I can change the design by clicking on Change Design, and a whole bunch of buttons show up, okay? So if I want to match the other stuff I have on the site, I'd pick something similar. Let's see, where is something? Let's use this one. So if I want to do that one, I click apply. If I don't, I click back to original, or I can push cancel. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and use that one. Then I can click on this text, and I can type in the text that I want right there. You can also edit and change that text within the style setting. When you're clicked on this little option on the button only, you can change style, and I can change the text size right here. I can change the background color. Here's my colors from my website again. So I can change everything with every single little element here. You can add and change stuff, okay? So I'm going to delete that. Here is our video. Just like with any other element, I can import a video. So I just click on this, and I put it wherever I want it. And then I click Change Video, and I put in the URL from the video I want. If you want to use your own personal videos, if you have your smear videos or whatever you'd like to use, upload those to YouTube, and then just get the share address off of YouTube and put that in the change video section. You can go into advanced settings here, and you can have it autoplay. You can have it play in a loop so it continuously plays. You can have it show controls. You can have it pop up when clicked, so that means it's going to pop up big in the screen. You can change and edit all of those. So down here is just a form. Sign up for our monthly newsletter. And here is follow us social links icons. You can link your Twitter, all that. You can manage the social icons here. You add or remove them right here. If you are not part of those groups or pages, you can delete them. If you don't have an account that people can really follow for your business, then don't list it. This is just an easy way to let people keep track of those. Then you would put your own personal address in right there. For instance, mine would be Christine Gloat. Okay, if I wanted them to go to my personal page, or if you have your group page, you can put your group page in there. So that's how that works. This again, here's a menu. This is a pages menu, so people can navigate your website. If you decide that you want to add, say, an about, oh, well, here's an about me page, but say you want to add a current stock color pages, or a page, okay? If you want to list like the current stock that you have, then you would go to the pages icon right here on the left-hand side, and you would go to the plus. That means plus page. This means duplicate the page. So if you want another about page, and if you like this design of this about page, then you would duplicate it. For say the current stock page, I would duplicate the lip colors page. So I'm going to duplicate that, and I'm going to push this ×2, and a page name is going to show up, and I'm going to name it current stock. Current in stock. I'm just going to name it that. Okay, so that's my duplicate page. Now it automatically adds it to the bottom down here, and you can pull it and move it anywhere, okay? And you'll see that it automatically shows up on your menu bar, okay? And now you can see all these menu bars. The menu bar is not centered, so you're going to want to change that. Anything up here in this header section, see it says #1 header. In this header section, if you change it on one page, it's going to change on all your pages. So you don't have to worry about changing and moving the bar on every page, okay? So this up here, current page, this shows what page I'm working on, okay? So I can change the text here, say I want to delete this, and then I can manage this gallery, and I can update the colors that I currently have in stock. So to manage a gallery, a photo gallery, you'd click on Manage Gallery, and this brings up a whole nother piece of it, and here's a little delete button. So say I have that, I don't have that one, I don't have that, and let's see, I'm just deleting a bunch so it kind of breaks it up. So these would be the current in stock colors. You can edit that gallery, okay? Let's see, if you want to move a page under a page, so see for instance, on pages, I have the products listed, and then on the products page, I have these buttons. Well, these buttons lead to pages under the products page. And that's how these are organized. As you can see, it's indented just a little bit. The current in stock is a main page on the main tab, but if I wanted it to be like a page under the lip colors page, I just drag it in. That's all I do, okay? And it takes it on and off the menu that you can see right there if it goes under another page. I think it's good as a main tab page though, so I'm going to leave it like that. The products page works well, and this is what it's going to look like to your customers. So if you want to see what your work looks like without all these buttons and stuff going on, click preview up here. And this is what your page is going to look like to other people, okay, once you publish. So these are buttons. You can see I'm going to click on them, and this shows you the Seniderm Solutions products, okay. Then if I hover over the products, my menu comes back, and this goes to face, and I can go to eyes. So these are all like hidden pages under the products. Okay, I don't have any other hidden pages under any of these other ones, just the products. I'm gonna finish the preview and go back to the editing. Say on, let's see, I want to be on my current in stock colors. I'm going to delete all these just to make it easier to show you. If I want to add a section which you do sometimes. It's not as often as you're going to add an element or a page, but if I wanted to add a section to a page, it's going to give you a bunch of templates to choose from. So let's just pick something. If I want to add in a video gallery of maybe a bunch of smear videos, how about that? It's going to add the section in, and it added it right above, and it's going to allow me to choose what design or layout I want for that video gallery. See, I like this one. Okay, I'm going to apply it, and it added it right above the color choices that I just put in. If I don't like that, I can move this section down, and it's going to go below the color choices section. Okay, then you would manage this gallery by clicking Manage Gallery. You can upload new videos, all the descriptions, the links, all that right there. Or if you don't like it at all, click Delete. If you don't like the section you just added, click Delete. And yes, I want to delete that section. Okay. If you do make a mistake and delete something you didn't mean to, there's an undo button, and you can undo several times. So if you're like, uh-oh, 5 steps ago you made a mistake, use the undo button. That's okay. Let's see, design. This is just going to pull up if you want a different color background. So say you want red, purple, blue. Keep in mind when you do this though, some pages, like if I go to current stock and if I go to face, all of this is going to be a little harder to see since it was all designed on a white background. That's what it works best on, but that's totally okay if you want to change it. You're just going to have to change the style, and you're going to have to change the style colors of all of the tables and everything, okay? Just keep that in mind that it may not work for everything on your page. So design, you can change all that stuff back to white. You can use textures. You can do any sort of design. But again, if you do something dark, it's going to be harder to see. So there's all sorts of images, and yes, you can upload your own, okay? Click on this Customize, and you can upload your own image to that page. Oh, that one looks nice. You can change the colors. So the preset colors that came with when I set up your site are selected right here. You can go ahead and pick a different color palette if you choose. You can pick a different font palette if you choose as well. And you can pick different text styles and change all that there. So that's the design element of it. When you are all done, and when you are working on your page for quite a while, I suggest you click Save and then also Publish. So if you're ready to save your work and not lose what you've done, do click Save. If you are ready for people to see this finalized piece of art that you've just completed, you can click Publish. So once you publish, it's going to say your site's been published to www. whatever your website address is, and then you're all good to go. I don't want to save any of the changes that I made here, so I'm just going to X out of it when we're done with this. Now, when people access your website via their mobile phone, it's going to look a little bit different than your website via computer. So here's the mobile editor. You can mess around with this. It is a little cantankerous. I will tell you that because things like this make me crazy, how there's so much space in between those. But not all of it works the same, except for you can make it look the same as your desktop version. And that's what I like to do. So I like to go into the settings over here on the left-hand side, and I click on desktop view, and it'll confirm and switch everything on your everything on the desktop view to look exactly the same on the mobile view. That's the way I like it. So I confirm that. Nothing will change on here, but it will change on the mobile listing. Say if you want to keep it different, you can mess around with this. But keep in mind, you can change the text style, but you have to do a select custom text style in mobile. It will only change the mobile version, which is good. So there's how you work on the mobile side of it. And here's how you flip back to the desktop side of it. So I hope this all will help you guys. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I'm here to help you get started with your website. But please keep in mind that it does take a lot of time for working with everybody once I get these set up. So if you can navigate and work on this and try to figure it out on your own before asking me, that's great. IdeaHost has fantastic customer support. If you just go to the support button, it'll open a new tab. And if you click chat now, it's 24/7. They're always there to help, and they're wonderful. So always, I use that all the time. If I don't know something, I go and search in the knowledge base as well. They are wonderful. So thank you for having me make your website, and I hope that you enjoy it and it brings you lots of business your way. Thank you. Bye.